So we finally got the UFC 310 card revealed last night, where Shavkat, to no surprise, is finally getting his well-deserved title shot. I don't want to hear it. Oh, he got a title shot off Wonderboy Thompson. It's had out for a year. It doesn't matter. That's every single title shot these days. We just got to get used to it, okay? It's just how things work now, clearly. Because Royval just got a #1 contender win, which puts him next in line for a title shot. But Pantoja's fighting Kai, so he's going to sit out for a year and then get a title shot. People are going to cry, but it's clearly the way shit works now. I don't know why it's this way, but we just have to get used to it. So this is obviously a great main event. I don't want to hear it. Balal is not boring. People like Morav and Pantoja are boring. Not Balal. Do not box him in with them. His boxing is exciting. His high-pressure boxing versus Leon was so impressive. His game plan worked perfectly. Neutralized the kicks. Made him basically useless in the striking. He outboxed Leon, and then he dominated him with the grappling. His grappling is fun to watch. He may not have the most knockout power. He may not be finishing people. But he's exciting. He's a good champion. And he probably has a really good shot of actually beating Shavkat, which I know that's definitely not the popular opinion. I'm probably going to end up picking Shavkat still, but Balal's got a shot, all right? He can do this. He can defend. He just got the belt a month or two ago, and he's already got a date confirmed. Already a way better champion than Leon ever could have been. I'm not saying Balal is the most exciting champion, but he can make this fight very hard for Shavkat, who doesn't move his head, who doesn't care about getting hit, who relies on his grappling to win him fights, which I don't think he's going to be able to out-grapple Balal. I really don't, guys. I think Balal has a good chance of stinking this fight up, which I know I just defended him, but his best route to victory is clearly 5 rounds of control time. I mean, if he can take down Shavkat round after round, land minimal ground and pound so the ref doesn't stand them up, which it probably will happen anyway, because they clearly want Shavkat to get the belt. He's not a star, but he's definitely more popular than Balal. He's definitely more sellable than Balal. And yeah, this guy has 17 finishes in a row. Is Balal really going to be the guy to stop that? I don't think so. I just think Balal's not going to be able to handle the pressure. He's going to get out fucking boxed. And I think Shavkat's just stronger than him. He's taller. But it kind of does ruin everything for Islam, because if Balal beats Shavkat, what the fuck is Islam going to do? Beats Arman, he's fucked. He can't go to 170 because he's not going to fight Balal, and Balal's obviously not going to fight him either. So yeah, they're not going to fight. So if Balal beats Shavkat, this ruins everything for Islam and his path to being the GOAT. So I want Balal to lose. I'm going to be real, guys, for that reason. And Shavkat versus Islam, that's just a dream fight. That is so badass just on paper. That would be so good. Then we have the co-main event that got revealed as well. Sakura making his UFC debut, getting a title shot. And I don't want to hear it again, okay? This title shot makes sense. The guy gave up his belt in, what was it, Ryzen? I don't even know. He gave up his belt to come challenge for another belt. It's simple. Like, I see so many people in comment section saying, this is the goofiest title shot of the year, worse than all the other ones. Dude, no, it's not, okay? This is how it works. Yuri came in, fought once in the UFC, and got a belt opportunity. I'm going to be real, though. We are not in Peaches and Creamville. Kai's not winning, all right? He could. Do we really think Kai's going to knock out Pantoja? Because that's the only way he can win this, guys. He's been grappled, fucked before. He's been taken down and controlled a decent amount in his career. He doesn't have the best grappling, but his striking is amazing. You got to give him that. He's super quick, super powerful, really good knees to the body. He has a chance, but I just don't think he's going to win, and he's probably just going to lose and then have to fight Sandhagen or some shit, or maybe he'll just go right back to Asia, say fuck this. I don't know. But Kai is good for the division, okay? Flyweight needs new and fun things in it. Especially with fucking Tatsuro Taira losing last night. The Japan card is never happening, guys. We're so fucked. Japan contenders, or even just Asian contenders in general, they can't keep winning. They always just lose when it matters most. It's so unfortunate. Not that the Taira didn't look good. He did. I already talked about this yesterday, but fuck, man. We cannot risk Kai losing to a contender, so there's nothing wrong with this. If you're crying about it, then oh well, it's what's happening. Get used to it. The UFC and title shots don't make sense. They're unpredictable at this point, even though everyone knew Kai was coming to the UFC. I don't know what they expected. Then we have, in the featured bout, Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov in the rematch. They've already fought before. A lot of people probably don't know that because it was just, I think it was in 2021 during the mist of COVID, so it kind of got swept under the rug a bit. And yeah, Volkov didn't really get completely dominated in that fight. I have watched it. It was a unanimous decision for Gane, but I don't know. Volkov's got a lot better. This fight is definitely a good matchup, and I'm so glad it got rescheduled. Thank God it didn't just get canceled, and Gane was just to sit in the roster with nothing to do like he's been doing for a year plus, filming Disney movies and shit. At least that's what I hear. Gane, what are you doing? You're one of the best heavyweights we have. We need you to lock in right now, okay? If Cyril Gane performs how he did against John Jones, then Volkov's going to make this look fucking easy. I know that's not Gane's last fight. I think he knocked out the polar bear, right? Finished him pretty... I don't think that guy's that good, but pretty good performance by him. I just don't know, man. I think I'm going to end up going with Volkov in this. I don't know. These are not full predictions, just early predictions, but... I don't know, man. Volkov has improved a lot, and especially since he lost to Aspinall, getting sub like that, his ground game has drastically improved. I don't think Gane has a chance of doing any dumb shit with the grappling. So he's going to have to outbox Volkov, a guy who actually has the same reach or very similar to reach. Gane can no longer rely on his athleticism and his body type to win him this fight. Okay, I hope Volkov exposes him for being inactive and being a terrible contender. This dude's filming movies and shit. Lock in. We need you for the heavyweight division badly. This division has nothing. He's one of the most talented heavyweights we've ever seen. He was champ before, right? He was interim or something. This dude can become champ if he just locks in. Come on. You can beat Aspinall. He's definitely beatable. Aspinall gets hit so much, okay? You can do it. You won't, because Aspinall's going to knock the fuck out of him if they ever fight, which they definitely will. I hope Gane wins this, obviously, because we need Gane versus Aspinall. That's like the last big heavyweight matchup with Aspinall. Other than that, they're all just rematches because he's already beat everybody. It's sad. He's not going to have anybody to fight once he actually gets the real belt. This next fight is definitely the weak link of the card. Nick Diaz, the Unk himself, making his UFC return against Luque. Come on, this matchup is so bad. Why are we doing this? I don't care if Luque is washed now, has that brain damage injury really plaguing his career, it feels like, which is so sad to see. That's terrible, man. He actually got brain damage and continued to fight. That's so badass. But he just did not look good in his last fight, just wilting to the littlest amount of pressure ever. I don't even remember who knocked him out. I do actually forget, but I don't think it was... Who was it? Was it Buckley? I think it might have been Buckley. I don't remember. But he got wilted on so easily, and he just surrendered to the littlest amount of pressure. He's not the same fighter. He's not the same badass Luque we used to have back in the day. And I think Nick Diaz, low-key, has a chance at winning his return here. Now, I don't think he's gonna. I hope he does, because he got done so wrong. One of the worst moments in UFC history, losing 5 years of his prime because he wanted to relax and smoke some weed after practice. Like, come on, Dana. I know that the UFC blames USADA for that, but Dana White, you're a terrible person. You have the power. You literally kicked USADA to the side for Conor McGregor. You could have helped Nick. I think Nick's 5 years, I don't think he actually served those full 5 years, right? Didn't it get shortened like 3 years into it? Still bullshit. Still lost all the momentum he had in his career. Lost all of his prime, basically. And it's sad. It's going to be really sad to see him come back and just lose again. So I hope he wins. I hope he knocks Luque out. Honestly, I don't like Nate Diaz, but I do like Nick. Nick is cool. He was really good. He had a really good chance of being champion back in the day. Then we have another rescheduled fight. That, thank God, this fight's fire. Two of the best grapplers in the division, Movsar Evloev taking on Aljamain Sterling. I'm excited for this fight. It's like the two most boring fighters who usually just out-grapple everyone going against each other. So one of them has to get out-grappled here. And I think it's probably going to be Aljamain. I think Mavzar's wrestling is so fucking good. It's so dominant. The takedowns are so clean and so well-timed. We saw that against, I really saw that for the first time against Arnold Allen. I really never paid attention to Mavzar that much until then. But holy fuck, his grappling is so dominant, so good. And I think he's really young, too. I don't know what he is. He's young, though, I think. And Aljamain, he's taken a good amount of damage in his career. He's up at a new weight division that he hasn't really had much experience at. Not that Aljo can't win this, but I think Mavzar might make this look easy, guys. I think he would outstrike Aljamain, too. The funk is not going to work, I don't think, guys. I really don't, especially with the power difference up here. He's going to be hitting a lot weaker, and he's going to be hitting a lot harder than he's used to. But why is Aljamain accusing this guy of steroids? He probably is on them. So what? A lot of people are that no one says shit about, and no one cares. They're clearly on stuff. Like Cesar Almeida, he's clearly on shit. And Aljamain, you look like you're on shit. So to be that fighter who's saying this, I don't think Aljamain's on shit. I think he's just really lean and has good genetics, really good insertions. His midsection is crazy. Bro should get in the bodybuilding stage. Fuck the octagon. But let's be real, guys. We all know this fight's going to decision, all right? The two decision merchants. If this ends in finish, then it's breaking the curse for one of them. Mavzar has legit never finished anyone in the UFC, I don't think. On like an 8 or 9 fight win streak, which is insane. Dude, you gotta finish somebody. With a sub, ground and pound when you get them taken down. I don't know. Try to finish someone. It's insane he has no finishes. If this NPC becomes champion, alright, that's kind of mean. I don't hate Mavzar. I mean, that interview with Sneeko, where he said he was going to marry like a 13-year-old or something, that was crazy. Let's calm down on the whole Muslim culture of marrying little children. Can we just stop that? I think it's time to put that in the past. We got Anthony Smith taking on Dominic Reyes. Now, wasn't this on 309? I think it was on 309. They got moved here for some reason. I don't know why. But who cares? Dude, this is literally the card of rescheduled fights. Holy shit. But I think it still looks good. This is the last fight on the main card that they've released so far. It's a lot of fights. They're all pretty good. This is probably, no, Nick Diaz versus Vicente Luque is obviously the worst one. But that could still be an entertaining fight. One of the legends is coming back, so yeah, this is a good pay-per-view. They cooked here. I'm gonna be real, they did. Compared to 309, this shit is insane. Like, they should really do custom prices per pay-per-view. I don't know why. No one is paying $80 for 309. I don't care if John's coming back. No one cares about John versus Stipe at all. And yeah, this is the Battle of the Unks. I love this matchup. I'm so excited. I want Dominic Reyes to win so bad because the downfall after he beat Jones was just terrible to watch. And yes, he did beat Jones. The only man to say he actually beat Jones, because first Gustafsson fight, that was close, but I do think John won that first Gustafsson fight. Now, Dominic Reyes beat John Jones. He won 3 out of 5 rounds. Go watch the fight. I do think Dominic Reyes is probably going to win this. Dude, losing to Roman Dolidze that dominantly is just so bad. Anthony, you did not believe in yourself in that Dolidze matchup. You're smiling at him like he's your best friend when he's kicking you in the chest. Bro, he smiled back because he's like, wow, this is fucking easy. Like, come on, man. If Anthony Smith has that mindset of, oh, it's okay, it doesn't matter who wins, I don't know, man. I think Reyes is going to knock him out. Reyes looked really good in his last fight, knocking out Jacoby, I don't know how to say that shit. Whatever. That guy's pretty good. Reyes is not washed. Let's fucking go. He's back, boys. He's back. Now, obviously, the prelims could all suck, but with this main card, I'm happy. I like 310. 2 belts on the line. Hype as shit. New stars, old stars coming back. Really good main event. Yeah, I don't know how anyone can hate on this card. They probably will because it's Balal. Oh, boring. Shut up. Balal's cool. Fuck you. Okay, Shavkat's fights would all be boring if he never got the sub. So, shut up. He's kind of boring too at times. He'll just control you on the ground and fight for that sub. And if he didn't sub Wonder Boy, That would have been one of the most boring fights on that card. But Shavkat is a beast. I hope he wins. He's super fun most of the time. As long as if he can't take them down, then it turns into just a war. But if he can take you down at will, you're either going to get subbed or controlled the whole fight. Yeah, that's just what's going to happen. His fight with Jeff Neal, though, was so good. I just hope he worked on his head movement, because in that fight, he was getting pinged by Jeff Neal, and he could have got finished. But I think that just proved his chin's very good. Balal has no chance of knocking him out. No chance of subbing him. Balal sucks at submissions anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the card because it's hype. Really good pay-per-view. I'm excited for it. But fuck that. That's down the road. We got Max versus Ilya this fucking month. I'm so hyped. That could be the fight of the decade, guys. It really could be. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.